Rebuttal to atheistic criticisms of theism and the moral argument. The comprehensive critique presented touches on various aspects of atheism, the argument from design, and moral philosophy. Below, I address these points systematically, providing a strong defense of theism and the moral argument. On the possibility of God philosophical foundations. The claim that all presented definitions of God are internally inconsistent or improbable requires careful scrutiny. The concept of God, particularly in classical theism, is often defined in terms of necessary existence, omnipotence, omniscience, and moral perfection. These attributes, while challenging to fully comprehend, are not inherently contradictory. Philosophers such as Aquinas, Anselm, and Plantinga have provided robust arguments to address alleged inconsistencies. Metaphysical considerations. Assertions of impossibility or improbability often stem from naturalistic presuppositions that dismiss metaphysical realities beyond empirical observation. However, theism posits that God is a necessary being, transcending physical constraints and thus not subject to the same empirical scrutiny as contingent beings. This metaphysical foundation is not dismissed simply because it does not conform to naturalistic expectations. The argument from design beyond human design. The inference of design in nature does not solely rely on human analogies. While human design provides a familiar context, arguments for intelligent design extend to the complexity and fine-tuning of the universe, biological information encoded in DNA, and the existence of objective moral values. These phenomena suggest a source of intelligence beyond human capability. Natural phenomena. The historical attribution of supernatural design to natural phenomena like lightning or rainbows has been addressed by advancements in science. However, the fundamental question remains: why does the universe exhibit such precise laws and fine-tuning that allow for the existence of life and consciousness? Theistic arguments posit that such fine-tuning points to an intelligent designer rather than random chance. The moral argument objective. Morality. The existence of objective moral values and duties is a cornerstone of the moral argument for theism. This does not beg the question, but rather asserts that objective moral values exist and require a grounding that transcends human subjectivity. Theism provides this grounding in the nature and character of God, who is the ultimate source of moral goodness. Euthyphro dilemma. The Euthyphro dilemma, which questions whether something is good because God commands it, or whether God commands it because it is good, is addressed by asserting that moral values are rooted in God's very nature. God's commands are not arbitrary, but flow from his intrinsically good nature, thereby harmonizing the relationship between God and moral values. Secular humanism. While secular humanism posits systems of ethics based on human well-being, it lacks an objective grounding for these values. Without a transcendent source, moral values become contingent and subject to change based on cultural or individual preferences. Theism, on the other hand, posits a consistent and objective basis for morality. Historical and cultural contexts. Moral evolution. The observation that moral codes change over time does not undermine the existence of objective moral values. Rather, it reflects humanity's growing understanding and approximation of these values. The abolition of slavery, the recognition of human rights, and the pursuit of justice can be seen as humanity's efforts to align with objective moral truths.